in Miami. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Down. 50, plant.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Ready?
A man who played college football here in the Sunshine State. It's USF's Marlon Mack. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Smith. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now the young man who was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie, it's Philip Lindsay. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
Turn to stop.
First down, Bill.
On first down, it's Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put it.
Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Philip Lindsay, the intended target.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. Room here to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December December still left to play, they think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Danico Autry is in on the stop. On second down now, it's Mack. It past the 30, almost to the 25. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
On first and 10, Smith. And he finds Danny Amendola. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
A gain of 16 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. On 2nd and 7, Smith. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Delaney Walker, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's first and 10. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Everson Griffin racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Wilson. Complete to Jones. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 13-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on first down. And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 11 more on that one and another first down. These two teams all tied after 1.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 14.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Second and goal, the lone man in the backfield, Le'Veon Bell. They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. Here's Bell. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Let's think here. You're still just in the second quarter. You taking the 3 points?
I am taking the 3 points, and I'm just relying on my defense here. Show me I have a little confidence in them, and let the offense know, nice drive. Come back next time. We'll go get 6 then, but for now, we'll take the 3.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. On second down, here's a run with Mack. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darren Lee able to record his 5th sack of the season.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
The run defense, they have been porous at times today, but not that last go-around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Wilson. Jones has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
From the 45 on second down, Wilson Fish complete to Jones. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 18. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. On second down, it's Bell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
It's now third down and 3.
Mike 59. Mike. Hey. Too little, Cap. Check 9. Check. 3. Check 50. Out.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up first and goal now.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Let's go, D. Hey, 0.
Now Bell. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for the Dolphins score. Le'Veon Bell, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So second in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
52. Here we go. Under T-Con, 152 fighter.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mack. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Smith. And Walker has it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable second and 1. They'll run it. It's Mack. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be, 38 yards out. And Zerline's kick is good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Mike, here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. Smart that.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. In on the tackle there, Luke Kuechly.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
Push him back.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 40.
Antonio Brown, AB, with just one hand to complete that catch. Is there anything he can't do?
He has just continued to impress year after year, hasn't he?
He has never forgotten that he wasn't considered an elite receiver coming out of college. I think every snap he takes it upon himself to prove that he should have been.
Le'Veon Bell, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, 40 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
No. Shoes off, Parker. Go.
Throwing again on second down. Smith. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. To throw is Smith. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Delaney Walker, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys are back within a single score. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
We got this.
At their own 19-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
It's our time. It's our time.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Wilson, operating from the gun. And it's complete. Hooper. 30 yards there, and of course the first down as well.
And that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
Check 26, check 14.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
One pass. Check 24, check 24. Watch quick.
From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And he'll get 3 up to midfield.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Oh, what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your definition is apropos in this case.
At the 7-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
On 2nd down now, it's Mack. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now, 60 or. We own it. We own it. Let's go.
Now Smith. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
First down, Bills.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Mack. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
And Amendola with a catch. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
I know a retirement ceremony is a rocking chair is often one of the major gifts, but don't give this guy one just yet. He may be plus 30, but my goodness, how about that effort?
Yeah, he's not that old. Hey, I'm on the wrong side of 32.
You okay? You feeling all right?
I'll be all right.
Okay, good.
I just need some chocolate and a box of tissue. Now it's Lindsey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Miami. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Oh, he almost had the rare interception. The big fella couldn't hang on, though. Incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Zerline's kick is up and through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Wilson steps away to his left. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Check, Blue 15.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Again, it's Bell. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Wilson. From the gun, he'll throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Smith on 1st down. A little check down to Lindsey. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Go. 70, Indy. Go. Motion.
On 1st down, Smith will find Lindsey here. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Smith. It's caught by Jackson.
It's a gain of 6. 1st down, Buffalo.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Smith. That's complete to Marlon Mack. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Smith will bring his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now it's Smith. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danico Autry in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Smith. And he locates Walker, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Back to throw.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. But now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Watch one. 52.
Now Smith. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. They'll look to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Set, ready? Set logo. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, echo. Watch Mike.
From the red zone now, Smith. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Check 52. Hey, switch gears. Hey, orbit. Go. On me. Yo, jackrabbit, come on.
Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Here we go! 30 base. I'm here all day. Hey. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hey, Haywood. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
Let's go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And that's how this one ends in dramatic fashion in overtime with the interception. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Buffalo, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason.